All right, let's dive right in. Today we're tackling one of the heavy hitters of Chinese literature, a book that's as notorious as it is brilliant, Jin Ping Mei, which you might know as the Plum in the Golden Vase. We're going to unpack the explosive opening chapters.
So let's start with this quote, because it gets right to the heart of it. This book has a reputation. But forget thinking of it as just some dirty book. Back in the 17th century, people saw it as a serious moral test. They called it a shiji, which means a warning to the world. And believe me, as we're about to see, this is a warning that kicks off with a series of really, really bad decisions.
So, Section 1, A Fateful Encounter. This whole tragedy doesn't begin with some grand, sweeping romance. Nope, it's more like a perfect storm, a collision of the absolute wrong people at the wrong time, all driven by some pretty unchecked desire. And it really all comes down to three key players.
First up, you have the two brothers. And you couldn't find two more different guys if you tried. On one side, you've got Wu Da. He's a sweet cake seller, and the book is not kind to him. He's short, weak, and people mockingly call him 3-inch nail. And then, you have his younger brother, Wu Song, a total opposite. We're talking about a guy who is a literal folk hero, famous for killing a tiger with his bare hands.
Now, who is married to the unfortunate Wu Da? Pan Jinlian. And she is just a fascinating character. She's got it all. She's beautiful, smart, talented in music and art, but she is just simmering with resentment. She feels completely trapped in this marriage to a man she sees as totally beneath her.
And then, he walks onto the scene. Ximen Qing. This guy is your classic rich, powerful, and ridiculously handsome playboy. He's got money, connections, and the attitude to go with it. He's the kind of guy who has never heard the word no in his entire life.
So how do these three finally connect? Well, it's almost comical. It's so random. One day, Pan Jinlian is putting up a bamboo screen in her window. Her hand slips, and whack! The pole tumbles down and just happens to hit Ximen Qing right on the head as he's walking below. And in that one instant, this tiny accident sparks this massive obsession in him. He takes one look at her and decides, I have to have her. The question is, how?
Which brings us to Section 2, Wang Po's 10-step plan. This is where the story gets really clever and, frankly, pretty chilling. Ximen Qing knows he can't just walk up to her, so he finds a partner in crime, a crafty old tea seller named Wang Po. And she cooks up one of the most diabolical seduction schemes you'll ever hear.
So Ximen Qing spills his guts to Wang Po, who immediately smells a massive payday. She's like, okay, you want to pull this off without a hitch? You need 5 things. It's basically a checklist. Are you handsome? Are you rich? Are you patient? You get the idea. And Ximen Qing is just like, yep, check, check, and check. So Wang Po says, all right, let's do this.
And her plan? Wow. It is just a masterclass in psychological manipulation. It's not one big move. It's a series of tiny, innocent-looking steps. She uses an excuse, oh, Pan Jinlian, can you help me sew something, to lure her to her house. Then, what do you know? Ximen Qing just happens to stop by. Then he offers to pay for a nice meal to thank her. You see how this works, right? Each step seems harmless, but it's all designed to back her into a corner until finally, there's nowhere left for her to go.
Now for Section 3, an ending in poison. And surprise, surprise, the plan works. Like a charm, the affair begins. But, secrets like this, they don't stay secret forever. Sure enough, poor Wu Da eventually finds out. He confronts them, things get physical, and Ximen Qing violently kicks him, leaving him seriously injured.
So now Wu Da is stuck in bed, injured, and he knows everything. He's a living, breathing witness. So Pan Jinlian and Ximen Qing realize they have to do something much more drastic to protect their secret. And of course, who's there to come up with the plan? Wang Po. And her solution this time, it's a whole lot more permanent. Arsenic.
And just like that, the story takes this incredibly dark turn. We've gone from a secret affair to straight-up, cold-blooded murder. And Wu Da's last words, man, to hear him complain about the taste of the medicine to the very woman who was poisoning him, it's just a brutal, gut-wrenching moment of irony.
So we come to Section 4, Return of the Avenging Tiger. With Wu Da dead and his body cremated super fast to hide the evidence, Pan Jinlian and Ximen Qing think they've actually gotten away with it. He even officially takes her as one of his wives. For a moment, it looks like they've won.
But they forgot one little detail. Or rather, one big, tiger-slaying detail. You see, while they're celebrating, the clock is ticking. The murder happens in April. By June, she's his wife. But come August, the hero, Wu Song, is on his way home, and he has absolutely no idea what he's about to walk into.
The second Wu Song gets back, he knows something's not right. The official story they feed him about his brother's death, it just doesn't add up. His grief almost immediately turns into this ice-cold suspicion. He starts asking questions, and he starts investigating.
And now our final section for today, Section 5, A Debt of Blood. That little victory party that Pan Jinlian and Ximen Qing were having? Yeah, it is officially over, because the man who was strong enough to kill a tiger with his bare hands is now hunting them. And this, right here, sets the stage for one of the most famous and brutal revenge plots in all of literature.
And all of that, that's just the setup for the next 91 chapters of the book. Think about it. This whole massive, tragic story, it all spirals out from one clumsy mistake, one single dropped pole. It's an incredible tale of passion, crime, and the terrifying certainty that there are always consequences. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Every little action has a reaction. The only question is, just how violent is it going to be?